Hi everyone, so a few people, when I showed this video off on Twitter yesterday, a load of people have asked me how I achieved the peeling effect so that I can make sure that the gold and the armour panels aren't overlapping. So basically I'll just do this quick short. So I use, this, she says. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it into the little panelly bits so that it's all right up to the edge and leave it to dry. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a really old, tatty, crappy brush. Just to, I know it comes with a brush inside, but this just gets into all the nooks and crannies a bit better. So let's see if I can do this whilst on the... Basically, we just want to paint a thin, but not too thin, even layer of the mask. Making sure it gets all over the panel. And right into all... into all the nooks and the crannies. All the crooks and the nannies. Yes, I know. Bad joke, haha. And just repeat that for all of the panels. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. So this is basically what it's going to look like once you've done. So a nice thin, even coat, not too thick, because if it's too thick, it will peel at the edges and let any washes that you put on underneath, so that ruined the whole look, as I found out to my detriment yesterday. So we'll just wait for this to dry. It shouldn't take too long, it's already halfway there. So then I'll show you the next stage when it's done. Okay, so it's dried now and it's sort of fairly shiny and glossy. What I'm going to do for my personal Heldrake finish for the metals is I'm going to use some Citadel Reikland Flesh Shade, and I'm just going to wash it all over the metals, because obviously with the masking it really doesn't matter that it goes over the panels now, so you can be as messy or precise as you wish. Like so. And then obviously comes the boring bit of waiting for that to dry. So I'll come back to you once that's done. Right, so here it is all dried. Next I'm going to do a dry brush of Citadel Liberator Gold, so give that a flipping good shake. And I'm just going to use one of my old brushes that ended up being a dry brush. Load your brush up, wipe it all off on the paper as much as you can, and then go to town, lightly going over the metallics. Again, doesn't matter if you get them on the panels because the masking is there. This is my personal scheme for my Emperor's Children. So, and I was struggling to find a way of getting the metallics as I want them on this because of the panels. Either way I was going to do it, it would have been a mess. But then I realised I had some of that masking liquid mask, and well, voila, the rest is history, as it were. Doesn't need an awful lot of the dry brushing, just enough to give it a patina really of a bit more shininess. Okay, so what I'll now do, and because it's dry brush, you don't really need to wait for it to dry an awful lot. Next, what I'm going to do is the peely magic. So I start with a corner and I just very gently sort of tug at it with my tweezers, trying very carefully not to break through and score the paint underneath. And then, oh yeah, and voila, it reveals the perfectly untouched paint underneath. And you get to do some very satisfying peeling. Now, with something like this Heldrake, it's very time consuming, but in my opinion, it's been worth it just to be able to get the effect I wanted. So, and the finished product looks like that. Yes, okay, there's a couple of tiny scratch marks there that I've done, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a lot neater than it would have been. Anyway, I hope that was useful to you. I will leave my affiliate link for Mighty Lancer Games down in the description below. Go support them, and you should be able to buy the Green Stuff World liquid mask from there, and any of your other paints and whatnot. And if you use code BLOODMEDUSA, all one word, capital letters, it will give you 5% off at checkout. Don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, and share if you feel so inclined. Thank you very much. See you again soon. Bye.